Hello friends, in this video we are going to see Mach number. So first of all we are going to see the definition of Mach number. It is defined as the square root of ratio of inertia force to elastic force. Inertia force of the flowing fluid. So Mach number is denoted by the symbol capital letter M, and it is defined as the ratio of inertia force, that is Fi, to the elastic force, inertia force of the flowing fluid, to the elastic force Fe, and inertia force is written as rho a v square divided by elastic force, that is elastic stress into area, K into A. And from that we can, now A can be cancelled here, you can see A can be cancelled here, and we are getting V by root under of K by rho as the final equation for Mach number. Okay, so you can see here also it is defined as the square root of ratio of inertia force of a flowing fluid to the elastic force. So Mach number M equal to inertia force to elastic force, denoted by the symbol F suffix I and F suffix E for the inertia and elastic force respectively, root under of rho a v square and inertia force elastic stress into area. So same thing we have done here, M equal to rho a v square, where elastic stress is K into area. This area gets cancelled here. So, or you can also write L square, then also it will be cancelled, right? So what we left finally we are left with the, you can see if you take the square root, it will be V on the numerator, and in the denominator we will be having K by rho, like this we can write under root K by rho. So Mach number equal to velocity of the fluid. So what we are getting here, you can see velocity of the fluid or body moving in the fluid, and we know this relation C equal to K by rho, correct? C equal to K by rho we have seen. Velocity of fluid or body moving in a fluid by velocity of sound in the fluid. So K by rho is what? K by rho is your velocity of sound in the fluid. So K is your, so we have already seen this equation, the velocity of sound in terms of bulk modulus, correct? So this is the velocity of sound in terms of bulk modulus, C equal to K by rho. So in place of K by rho we can replace is at C. So that is the definition for the Mach number. So Mach number M equal to V by root under of K by rho, and that can also be written as V by C. C is the velocity of the sound in meter per second. For the compressible fluid flow, Mach number is an important non-dimensional parameter. Very, very important point to note. For the compressible fluid flow, compressible means density keeps on changing. If the density is changing, then the flow is called as compressible flow. Mach number is an important non-dimensional parameter, correct? Let's go to the next slide. On the basis of Mach number, the flow is defined as subsonic, sonic, and supersonic flow. So what is subsonic flow? You can see here. A flow is said to be subsonic flow if the Mach number is less than 1. So subsonic means simply we can write Mach number less than 1, that is subsonic flow. And we know the definition of Mach number, V by C, velocity of the object to the velocity of the sound, correct? And V by C. C is also written as gamma RT. Velocity of sound is also written as gamma RT for the adiabatic process we have seen, correct? And it's a non-dimensional parameter. It's a non-dimensional parameter. So this is subsonic flow, which means the velocity of flow is less than the velocity of sound wave, that is V less than C. Second one is sonic flow. A flow is said to be sonic flow if the Mach number is exactly equal to 1. When your Mach number M is equal to 1, that is called sonic flow, which means the velocity of flow is equal to the velocity of the sound wave, that is V equal to C. Third one, supersonic flow. A flow is said to be supersonic if the Mach number is greater than 1. Mach number greater than 1, which means the velocity of the flow is greater than the velocity of the sound wave, V greater than C, or here we can write M greater than 1, supersonic flow. After this also we are having one flow called as hypersonic flow. Okay, hypersonic flow. And for that your Mach number should be greater than 5, and sometimes you're also having transition flow in between, or transonic, you can say transonic flow. In that the Mach number ranges from transonic flow, so 0.8, so M should be greater than 0.8 and less than 1.2. In this range it is called as transonic flow. Okay, now let us see the propagation of pressure wave in a compressible fluid. What happens with different Mach number when it is subsonic, supersonic, and sonic? Whenever any disturbance is produced in a compressible fluid, whenever any disturbance is produced in any compressible fluid, the disturbance is propagated in all directions. Very, very important line. The disturbance is propagated in all directions with the velocity of sound equal to c. The nature of the propagation of disturbance depends upon the Mach number. The nature of the propagation of disturbance depend upon the Mach number, that is velocity of sound, and velocity of the object, definitely Mach number, that is their ratio. So in this case Mach number is 0, that means your velocity is 0 exactly. Correct? Mach number 0 means velocity is 0. Velocity of the object is 0. So what happens here? As a dt, so a is the velocity of sound into dt, 2a dt, 3a dt. So you can see here the propagation is because the body is at the center, it is not moving, the object is not moving, so this is the sound wave is propagated. This is the sound wave propagation. You can see the nature of propagation of the disturbance, you can say it is propagated like this, and the body is exactly at the center. Now second case, you can see here m is less than 1. M is less than 1 is your which case? Subsonic case. Subsonic. So what happens in case of how the propagation of the disturbance is taking place? You can see here. So as the sound wave is propagating, the object is also moving, correct? So this is the nature of the propagation of disturbance for the subsonic flow. So you can see the body is also moving in this direction, and the propagation of the disturbance also moving in this direction. So this is the for the subsonic flow, you can see here. Now look at for the sonic, exactly sonic flow. This is the motion of the loudspeaker in this direction. M equal to 1. You can see this is for the sonic flow, exactly sonic flow. Sonic flow, you can see exactly at what velocity the sound is traveling. The body is also traveling in the same direction with the same velocity, correct? So the circle is, you can see that at the all circle is touching at the point like a tangent. So locus of waves and zone of silence. Zone of silence means after this line the sound cannot be heard actually, and if you are in this area, this zone, this called zone of action, the sound can be heard in this zone because sound has not traveled to this region actually, correct? So this is the nature of propagation of disturbance for the sonic flow when Mach number is 1, and this last case is for Mach number greater than 1. And in this case what happens? Your body moves faster than the speed of sound. Your body is moving in this direction faster than the speed or velocity of the sound. So locus of waves is here, and this is zone of silence. So if you stand here, you will not be able to hear the sound of the object, correct? Suppose a fighter aircraft is flying at a speed of Mach number greater than 1. If you're standing here, you will not be able to hear the sound produced by the fighter aircraft. And this is zone of action. So if you are standing in this zone, you will be able to hear the sound, because in this case your fighter aircraft or object is flying at a speed higher than the velocity of sound. Okay, so you can see a is the actually distance. You can see radial distance a to a, so distance into time. So what is speed? Speed equal to distance by time. Distance by time. Speed equal to distance by time. So that's why we are getting the unit meter per second. Speed equal to distance by time. So speed, let us say you can write v here, distance is your a, and time is your, let us say, dt, correct? So vdt, correct? Vdt, you are getting vdt, or distance is your s. Sometimes you can write s here. A is not the distance here. A is your velocity of the speed of the sound we are taking. Sometimes root c or a, correct? This c or a, c is equal to a is equal to root under of gamma rt. Depending upon different materials, they will use this symbol actually. So ds by dt, we can write better, ds by dt. Small change in velocity by small change in time. Now this is the direction of motion of loudspeaker in this direction. So what is the conclusion from this we are getting? If the velocity of the object is same as the velocity of the sound, we are getting this type of propagation, wave propagation or disturbance propagation, you can see. But here you can see the circle is moving forward because velocity of the object is greater than the velocity of the sound. When it is not moving at all, you'll get this type of wave propagation, and when it is moving at a lesser speed than the velocity of sound, it will be, you'll be getting like this type of pressure wave disturbance propagation, right? Now Mach angle, what is Mach angle is also defined. You can see there's the angle, this alpha, you can see alpha, it is defined as the half of the angle of the Mach cone, correct? So if the complete angle, right, if the complete angle, this angle, if the complete angle is suppose 2 alpha, so this is alpha, this will be alpha, correct, and this will be alpha, total angle is 2 alpha. So this alpha, it is defined as the half of the angle of Mach cone. It is defined by alpha or sometimes theta also, correct? So sine theta equal to 1 by m, sine theta equal to 1 by m. So this is your Mach cone zone of action, and this is definitely Mach number greater than 1. This is zone of silence. Zone of silence means if you're standing here, you will not be able to listen the sound of the object which is flying at a speed higher than the speed of sound, right? Now what is zone of action? That is again explained here. You can see when the Mach number is greater than 1, when the Mach number is greater than 1, the effect of disturbance is felt only in the region inside the Mach cone. Very important line. The effect of the disturbance or sound disturbance is felt only in the region inside the Mach cone. This region is called as a zone of action. What about the zone of silence? What about zone of silence? When the Mach number is greater than 1, that is your supersonic flow, Mach number greater than 1. The effect of disturbance is not felt in the region outside the Mach cone. Correct? So you are standing, this all zone is called outside the Mach cone, outside the Mach cone. This is outside. This is called outside. Right? So this region is outside the Mach cone is known as zone of silence. No sound you will be able to hear, and that is called as zone of silence. So if you are in this region inside, this is called inside region. Look at this. This is called inside region. If you are in this region inside the Mach cone, then only you will be able to listen to the sound or disturbance. Okay.